Yeah, it's your boy, and you already knew it's John Doe, and I'm back with a talk, man, a quick talk. Might not be quick, but man, I got something to talk to y'all about, bro, and I believe that this message right here can help out a lot of people. Now, the title of the video is pretty self-explanatory, and it is how to escape from negative thoughts and negative feelings and how to deal with them. So, you want to know how to escape negative thoughts and negative feelings and just how to overall feel better after something bad happens to you? It's pretty damn simple. You just have to change how you view it. You have to change how you perceive a certain situation or a certain thought. Put it like this, right? If you were raised in a religion where slapping somebody in the face was something positive, it would be positive to you, right? If you were raised in a religion where someone dying was something positive, then you would perceive it as so. You wouldn't cry about it. You wouldn't be sad about it because that's all that you know. That's what you were taught, right? So you have to change your perception and change how you see certain things in life. Does that make sense? You literally have to change how you see it. You have to change how it makes you feel, because ultimately you are the one that is making yourself feel that way. No one else is making you feel negative. Now, a lot of that stems from how we were raised in, television, our parents, our friends, and all of our experiences combined together. But ultimately, we are the ones that choose to feel negative or sad about something. Now, that's not to say that somebody slapping you in the face is a good thing. Obviously, defend yourself and don't rile someone up to that point where you do get slapped in the motherfucking face. That's dumb, right? Obviously, we don't want to be put in those situations, but it's just the concept of something being negative. So another example, right? Put it like this. If you get burnt, it hurts, right? But that burn can also be a learning experience. You don't have to see it as, oh, I'm so stupid. How did I let myself get burnt? This damn stove. I'm getting mad at an object that doesn't have no emotion. I'm getting mad at something that isn't real. You could just shake it off. If you got to go to the ER, go to the ER, get yourself fixed up, patched up, do whatever you need to do. But ultimately, it is up to you to perceive it as something negative or something positive. Everything that comes to and through your life, you choose to deal with it. You choose to associate yourself with it. When you do have an option not to, you don't have to be stressed. You don't have to be worried. You don't have to be flustered. You can be composed. You can choose to be positive. You have choices. You do have control over how you feel and how you perceive certain things. Regardless of what people tell you, you have control. You have power. It is your body. It is your mind. It is your consciousness. It is your life. And some of the learned behaviors have a big impact over it. And this is where I say this. Some of the things that you do perceive, you don't have a choice over it, because a lot of that stuff was taught to you and you didn't have a choice to go out and learn it yourself. Rather, if you watched something negative on TV and you chose to believe that that thing was negative, rather if your parents told you that something was bad for you and you decided to believe that it was bad. It's all about what you believe and how you perceive it. And now let's get to the solution, right? How can I start changing my beliefs? How can I start looking at things differently? You have to see it in the best situation. You have to see everything as a learning experience. That is the best way to put something negative into a positive. See it as a learning experience. You learn from it. You grow from it. You get better from it. You have to see negative experiences as something that makes you better, right? For example, say if you're practicing a sport and you just keep getting this one repetition wrong over and over and over again. But the fact that you're doing it wrong is showing you how to do it the right way. Ultimately, you become better. You keep shooting the ball the wrong way, your jump shot keeps missing, you're seeing the wrong and the failures in what you're doing. So ultimately, you know how to be better. You can make adjustments, right? It's just like football or anything else. You're getting your ass kicked in like the first quarter. You're getting your ass kicked in the second quarter, but in halftime, you can look at the film. You can see what you're doing wrong. You can see what went wrong, and you can see where you can improve. And then you come out in the third and fourth quarter, and those adjustments actually start sticking. You make the adjustments, they start working, and you see what works best for you. You have to see everything negative as a positive. Everything bad that happens can ultimately be a learning experience. Now, obviously, there are some certain things like, being robbed, being mugged, or, murder and stuff like that. Obviously, there are some traumatic things that will happen to you or that have happened to you, and it's going to be hard to see it as a positive. But ultimately, that could be a learning experience for someone else. That could be teaching someone, hey, maybe I need to go ahead and get me a gun so that way I can defend myself. Maybe I need to go ahead and take some self-defense classes so that way if I am ever in that situation, I'll know how to handle said situation. It could always be a positive, bro. Everything could always be a positive. You can always learn from something. And that's ultimately how you deal with negative moments, negative thoughts, and negative feelings. You have to change your perception on it. Change how you see it. That's literally all it is to it. Now, I'm not perfect by any means. I am far from perfect when it comes to this practice, bro, because a lot of stuff does get under my skin. But ultimately, I really have a stoic mindset, bro. I don't let it bother me for long. Maybe a half a day, maybe a day or two, but ultimately, I get over the hump. Ultimately, I change my mindset. I start doing things that actually make me happy, and I look back on it as a learning experience. Like it actually taught me something, I actually learned from this bad experience. I learned from being a bad partner, a bad boyfriend, a bad son, a bad father. So that way, ultimately, I can be a better boyfriend. I could be a better husband. I could be a better son. I could be a better father. All the negatives can be a positive. It's all up to you. It's literally all up to us. And we have the power to change, and we have the power to do something about it. We don't have to be stuck where we are. We don't have to keep going through the same cycles. We can ultimately choose to be better and be positive. And that's really all I got to say for this message, man. I really hope that it helps somebody out, because a lot of the practices that I have been applying to my life has been helping me out tremendously. Like, who I was 4 years ago is not who I am today. And it's ultimately because I started changing my perception on certain things in life and things that happened to me. Once I started seeing things as a learning experience, and that everything that bad I'm over here choking my words. Everything bad that happens to me is ultimately a learning experience. It can all be made to make you better. You can use it as stepping stones on your journey to ultimately become a better version of yourself, man. But once again, I hope that this video helps somebody out. If you listened all the way through, make sure that you subscribe for your boy, because I will start posting content like this daily. I have been posting, other gameplays of other games and stuff like that, because that's ultimately what I enjoy to do. And if you enjoy that content as well, make sure you go check out all the old videos, man. But it's your boy, and I'm up out of here.